The biggest bonus ever seen on a Scotiabank credit card, Canada's best credit cards for 2025, and how to properly use cents per point and cents per mile valuations. All this and more on Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for January 3rd, 2025. If you're new to Rewards Canada and looking to make the most of your loyalty and credit card reward programs, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, credit card, and travel happenings in Canada. As always, we're going to kick things off with credit cards. And this week, we saw the biggest ever bonus released on a Scotiabank credit card that offers Scene Plus points. That offer is on the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. This is their ultra premium offering of their American Express cards that they have. There's 3 of them that they offer. There's the no fee version, the Gold American Express card, which is ever so popular, and this one, which we call the Sleeping Giant, the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. So right now, when you apply for this card and are approved and meet the minimum spending, you can earn up to 80,000 Scene Plus points. We've never seen that before. The biggest bonus before this was 70,000 points. Like I said, this card is like a sleeping giant. It's an ultra premium card, but its annual fee is only $399 a year, so it's quite a bit lower than most of the other ultra premium cards in Canada. Granted, it doesn't give you as many benefits as those other cards, but it gives you more than enough to make that $399 more than worth it. I mean, just its annual passes for airport lounge access alone, it gives you 10 passes per year. That's going to cover that $399 annual fee and more, and then you get its straight up 2 points per dollar earn rate, which is a 2% return on all your spending. That's anywhere in the world you get 2 points per dollar, and it offers no foreign transaction fees. Yeah, it is a no effects fee card, which means you're saving 2.5%, or with some cards 3% you're saving compared to them, on any foreign transactions that are made not in Canadian dollars, whether it's US dollars, euros, yen, you name it, whether you're traveling or online shopping, it saves you that foreign transaction fee. So honestly, this is a really good card. We've called it a sleeping giant because of the no effects fees, because of the straight 2% earn, the annual lounge access passes, and everything else. I mean, it is a really good card. And with 80,000 points, that's $800 worth towards any travel. Now remember, with Scene Plus, when you have one of their credit cards, like this card, you can redeem for any travel. So you can go to Air Canada, WestJet, Expedia, you name it, you book it, and then once that charge shows up on your account, you redeem your points towards that travel. So super flexible. You can also book via Scene Plus Travel if you like. That's powered by Expedia. It's also $800 worth of groceries at Scene Plus grocery stores, so Sobeys, Safeway, IGA. It's $800 worth of goods at Home Hardware. It's $800 worth of movies. See, that's the beauty of the Scene Plus program, is that when you redeem for Scene Plus partners like any of those and any travel, you get the same value across the board. So you don't have to worry about, are you getting the best value for this redemption versus that redemption? You get it across the board. $800. So that's 2 years of annual fees on this card, plus you get all those extra benefits. You get your points earning. I guess I should let you know how the 80,000 points is earned. So this bonus offer works out as 60,000 bonus Scene Plus points when you spend $3,000 on the card in the first 3 months. So that's $1,000 of spending per month. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty low for an ultra premium card. Most other ultra premium cards require a lot more spending than that. And then you'll get another 20,000 points when you spend $10,000 on this card within the first 14 months. Now you got a year and 2 months to spend an additional, or not additional, I should say, $10,000 in total. So $7,000 more than the $3,000 in the first 3 months. Now you don't have to take the 14 months. You can spend that whenever within that 14-month period, and then you'll get the bonus. I believe it's within, 6 to 8 weeks afterwards of reaching that spend amount. So if you reach $10,000 in 3 months, you're going to get all 80,000 points. 6 to 8 weeks after that, by the 5th month or so. So it is a really good bonus. Like I said, it's the biggest one we've ever seen on a Scene Plus card. Another thing to note on this card, it's actually one of the best low interest cards in Canada. It's kind of a hidden gem there, but it's got the $399 annual fee. And of course, it's best never to carry a balance on your credit cards, especially rewards cards. But this card's interest rates are only 9.99%. That's lower than most low interest cards. So if you're maybe in need of a little bit of credit and holding on to a balance for a little bit, this card's good at that, at least compared to other rewards cards, which are 21.99% or something like that. So just something to keep in mind too. If you may be getting to a bind where you need to hold on to a balance, you're not going to pay as much interest on this card as other cards. Speaking of Scotia cards as well, the other Scene Plus cards had their bonuses changed today, which are the Passport Visa Infinite Card. Its bonus was increased by 5,000 points. But they got rid of the first year free offer. So the new offer is actually worth $100 less than the previous offer. And then in the past videos, we've been letting you know how you should be applying for the Scotia Gold American Express card. Its offer was lowered by 5,000 points. And it's also lost its first year free offer, so it's actually worth about $170 less than the previous offer. So it's still a decent offer. I mean, great card, unless you want to wait. Sometimes it's not worth it holding off for a better bonus if you can be racking up, 5 times points, 6 times points on the Gold American Express card. So that's something to take into consideration, but know that their bonuses are a bit lower now in terms of overall value. The Scotiabank Scene Plus Visa card and Scotiabank American Express card, that's the no-fee American Express one, their bonuses remain the same. Continuing on to credit cards, today we released our top travel and top cashback credit card rankings. Yes, the best credit cards for 2025. I'm not going to go into huge detail here because we always put together a video and podcast for each of these, which will go way more into detail, kind of giving you the background on how we rank the cards and the top 5 for each. But in case you can't wait for that, I mean, the number 1 card in travel continues to be the American Express Cobalt card. In the other travel categories like airline card, it continues to be the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Card. Now, we did have a new winner in the no foreign transaction fee category, and that is the Scotia Passport Visa Infinite Card. It knocked out the Scotiabank Gold American Express card. This mainly comes from you guys, from our community, who has been telling us that they prefer the Passport Visa Infinite over the Gold American Express card. Now, it's really a toss-up because the Gold American Express card earns more in Canada, earns less points outside, with an asterisk beside that, because as we all know now, it is starting to earn its multipliers outside of Canada, but that's not guaranteed. I'm going to talk about that more in future on the RWRDS Canada website and in videos, working on some things behind the scenes with that. But know that, based on mostly what our community has told us, that a lot of them are more happy with the Passport Visa Infinite as a no foreign transaction fee card over the Scotiabank Gold American Express card, which is actually the second best. Honestly, either card is great for that. So, plus the Visa card has better acceptance outside in a lot of countries where Amex is not as readily available to be used like the Visa card. So that's something to note. Then we also had a new winner in the small business travel credit card category. This actually happened later in 2024 because the Business Edge card from American Express was discontinued to new applicants. I mean, existing cardholders still have it, but since you can't apply for it anymore, we don't consider it on our list anymore. So it's been replaced by the Business Platinum card from American Express as the best small business card in Canada. And for cashback credit cards, no changes here this year in 2025 versus 2024. The best fee-based cashback credit card continues to be the Simply Cash Preferred from American Express. And the best no-fee card continues to be the Rogers Red World Elite MasterCard. In case you're wondering how the new Neo World Elite MasterCard and World MasterCard fared, well, they both cracked the top 5. But they weren't first. The Neo World Elite MasterCard took 4th best cashback card with a fee, and the World made 5th spot in the no-fee cashback rankings. And just one more quick credit card note. I'm sure you're probably sick of me saying this, but this is the final weekend to apply for the enhanced offer on the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Card. This is that special offer that only RWRDS Canada and select other partners have, where you can earn up to 50,000 bonus Aeroplan points. This is available till January 6th. So if you're watching this video from January 7th on, this offer will no longer be available. It'll actually be lower than this. So if you're watching this weekend and you've not applied for it but have been considering it, now's the time to do so. It's awarded as 10,000 points on your first purchase, another 15,000 when you spend $7,500 on the card within 180 days, or roughly 6 months, and then you'll get 25,000 Aeroplan points when you spend $12,000 within the first year. That's an anniversary bonus, and you're paying no annual fee on the card in the first year. Links to all these offers and credit cards will be below in the description, and to our top credit card rankings, so you guys can learn more about all those. And then stay tuned for the top travel credit card and top cashback videos coming to you later this month. Before we continue to loyalty rewards and travel news, if you like today's content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we post new videos, share our content with friends, family, co-workers, and leave us a comment below if you have any questions or concerns about the things we discuss in today's video, or anything to do with loyalty programs and credit cards from around the world. Now in loyalty rewards, it's been pretty quiet because it was the Christmas, New Year's break. The big thing on the Rewards Canada site is we put out our first loyalty lesson for 2025, and this is how to properly use cents per point and cents per mile valuations. So in this lesson, we get down to the nitty-gritty of what these terms mean, how to calculate them, how to properly use them. That's the most important thing. Like, how do you use them within a program, and then how do you use them to compare programs? So if you're wondering what cents per point and cents per mile are, they're basically a value assigned to a singular point or mile from a loyalty program, credit card reward program, you name it, when they're redeemed for a reward, and that's the value you get for that single point or mile. I won't get into how to calculate them here. That's better described in the actual loyalty lesson. The link is in the description, so you can check that out. But once you do, there are two basic methodologies for using CPP and CPM. One is to compare rewards within a program, and that is strictly, you can just use CPP and CPM for that. So basically, in our post, we mentioned that you redeem for an Aeroplan flight and get 2 cents per point. You redeem for a toaster, you get 0.8 cents per point. There's your straight up comparison. The better redemption is the flight. You're getting more value for that. But you can't compare the 2 cents per point for an Aeroplan flight or the 0.8 cents for a toaster from Aeroplan to, say, another airline program like I use in the post, Delta SkyMiles, that if you redeem for a toaster from Delta SkyMiles, you can't compare just the cent per point values. Like perhaps in Delta, you're getting 1 cent per point for that toaster. On paper, 1 cent looks better than 0.8 cents, but you can't compare those without knowing what you spent to earn those points or miles. So if it costs you a lot more to earn the Delta miles, that 1 cent per point ends up being worth less than the 0.8 cents that you get from Aeroplan. Hopefully you get the picture. There's so much more in that article. It goes on, I feel like it goes on forever, but it's a nice in-depth loyalty lesson teaching you all the ins and outs about cents per point, cents per mile, how to properly use them. It tells you some things to be aware of in terms of cents per point, what you find maybe on other resources or what you may find on forums, Reddit, things like that. Like I said, check out the link below and you can read the entire loyalty lesson. And then we'll close out this video with our bonus blast. This is where we look at some bonus offers. Again, because it's been 2 weeks of holidays, there haven't been a ton of bonuses come out. The first one we're going to start off with is GHA, or Global Hotel Alliance, and their Discovery program. Right now you can earn up to 150 bonus Discovery dollars when you stay at their hotels worldwide. Now, the caveat to that is that each stay has to be 2 nights long, and this bonus only starts with your second stay. So the second stay will earn you $25, the third stay $50, and the fourth stay is $75. So that's multiple night stays that you have to do. You have to have 2 night stays, 4 of them to earn the entire bonus. So it's not the most attractive of bonus offers, especially when you compare it to the next ones I'll discuss here. But know that it's available, especially if you here in Canada are staying at the Pan Pacific hotels, because those are the only GHA hotels in Canada, or if you're staying at many of their other brands around the world. They have a lot of brands and a lot of locations, just not very heavy here in Canada. So speaking of other bonuses, so there's Hilton and Hilton Honors. They have extended and kind of revamped their new member bonus. So they've had for quite a while now, when you join the program and then complete Hilton stays, you can earn bonus points for doing so. So right now when you join the program and stay within 6 months, you can earn up to 3,000 bonus honors points. So you'll get 500 bonus points on your first stay, 1,000 on your second, and 1,500 on your third stay. So the old offer that was up until December 31st, 2024 also offered 3,000, but you only had to stay twice to get the entire bonus. Now you have to stay 3 times. So they've made it a little weaker too, but hey, it's bonus points. If you're not a member of Hilton Honors yet, but you are planning some Hilton stays, whether it's Hampton Inn, Hilton, you name it, any of their brands, you can join and then within 6 months complete your stays and you'll get those bonus points. And speaking of Hilton, and this is the best offer so far for global system-wide offers, comparing this to like Global Hotel Alliance, the 2 times points for Hilton stays worldwide, including all their hotels here in Canada, is now live. We brought you details back in, I believe it was late November, early December of this offer. You could register and book your stays, but it's now live for stays as of January 1st through to April 30th. You will earn 2 times points on all stays as long as you do register for the offer. And as always, if you book your stay through Rewards Canada, you're booking direct with Hilton, but you're helping us out because we do earn commissions on those bookings. And then closing out the bonus blast is the other 2 times points system-wide offer, and that's from IHG One Rewards. They are offering 2 times points as well, unlimited on all stays. but it starts with your second stay. This offer is available until March 31st. We brought you details of this a few weeks ago, but it is now live for actual stays, but you can book and register beforehand. Same thing here. Thank you to everybody who do book their IHG stays through Rewards Canada. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca on a daily basis if you can, because we did have a thing on Christmas Eve where there was mistake pricing from Air France KLM for some of their partner reward flights, where you could be flying for as little as 2,000 miles on flights like between Calgary and Edmonton on WestJet. They quickly close that down after about 24 hours, but that's why you want to be checking the website on a daily basis, is for things like that. But if you don't have time to do so, if you can't check out our social media website on a daily basis, be sure you do subscribe to our newsletter that comes out every Friday with all the coverage from the previous week. And then on Saturdays is our bonus bulletin. This is where we have bonus points offers for flights, hotels, car rentals, shopping, you name it. It's your way to earn more miles and more points so that you can get yourself more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.